Hey guys, this is Robert Ness816, and this was going to be sort of a repair video again of me replacing the belt on this Famicom disk system and calibrating the drive. However, it has turned into the exact opposite, so I am now going to be one of those people asking for help because I have done everything that I can think of with this thing. I've looked at every tutorial I can find online. I've looked at all the Famicom disk websites or whatever, the forums and whatnot, as far as adjusting the drives. I've tried all their methods. I've tried all of my methods. Nothing really seems to work. I have made some progress with this particular system where I would get an error 7 if I would put the side B disk of this CD or diskette into the drive. There we go, that's side B. Whoops. And it would basically give me an error 7 or an error 21, which is error 7 is just AB side, so I think it's telling you just to put it over on side A or whatever. The 21 is something I will get now on both sides. So B sometimes is 21, but A all the time is error 21. There are other times too, if I make further adjustments to it, the screen will go blank, like it's going to go into the licensing screen, and then after that it actually doesn't go into the licensing screen. Instead it goes back to the Famicom disk system screen with an error 27. And before I made any adjustments at all and just calibrated the drive, I was just getting an error 22 all the time. So yeah, so what have I done to this system? So this is what I had it set at, 10.68, and from there I moved it up to, I believe, 10.71. You know, just making really tiny adjustments. Nothing really did anything as far as that goes. And then I was on the Famicom disk system website telling me to go from 1057 to 1059 with disk system games that were never used, didn't work. 1052 to 1053 didn't work. 10.49 to 10.79 millimeters didn't work. So yeah, I mean, basically, I don't know what's going on here. Like, if there is an error with this head or anything else like that, I don't know. There could be. There also is something else that I noticed too, and it appears like the top bushing here in the spindle might be slightly worn, since when I did take this system apart initially, I noticed that the bottom bushing actually, or the triangle bracket actually came off pretty easily. So that's something that sort of set off a red flag, because at least in my mind, when you have something like this that relies entirely on perfect timing and precision, if you have slop in any part, it's pretty much going to make it you know, a useless thing. So the top bushing, you can actually kind of wobble the entire spindle assembly a little bit, which I'm sure is not good. And then the bottom triangle bracket, that comes off pretty damn easily. So I noticed with the other disk system, when I took it apart, everything in there was actually extremely tight. It still moved around freely, but the overall tolerances in there were, like, you know, just very tight. So yeah, I mean, as far as playing around with it goes, I'll try to get closer here so you guys can see the head, hopefully. So I'll lift up this little cleaning pad here, and in there you can see the spring with the screw on it. So that's what you were basically, or what I was adjusting. And I have it set currently back to 1068. Initially it was actually set to 1071, I believe, which did not work at all. So 1068 at least did give me some progress. This little tuning pot here in this motor did absolutely nothing, so I had to adjust that back to where it was giving me the error 7 again. Yeah, and that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, I don't know, I'll just demonstrate what it's actually doing now just so you can see. Error 23 now, okay. That's new. So many errors with this thing. Does it go 1 through, what, 30 maybe? I don't even know. I wish someone had like an entire list here of what these errors meant. So now I'm on side B again. So that's good. At least I get a consistent AB side error on side B. I don't know, guys. I'm still stumped with this thing. So again, if anybody knows or has any insight, you know, help me out. Let me know what's up. All right, thanks, guys. Bye.